Hello folks, Mike Murtis here with The Force Collector, and this is a special bonus episode. You know, so many of you guys have been sending in messages on my Facebook, as well as email, as well as on the YouTube page that you guys wanted to see me do a review of this beauty right here. And this is by Hasbro. This is the Black Series Kylo Ren helmet. And I have to say it is pretty impressive. Now there's a variety of different masks out there that you can get for Kylo Ren. Some of them are kind of the half masks where you got the front portion, you put it on and the back of your head's kind of open. It's an elastic strap, not really comfortable. There's another replica mask out there by Rubies, which I've heard from people say that it's not very good. This to me is kind of the preferred mask out there, I've heard. And based off the price, this is about 70 bucks. I think you're getting a pretty good deal for it, especially right off the bat. Just looking at it here, I mean, look at this thing. This is very, very well done. The plastic casted for it is very well done. It's got all these unique dents, these scars, these scratches to make it look like it's been in battle. I think it looks pretty awesome. And even if you're not using it, you're not running around the backyard or cosplaying as Kylo Ren, this is something that would fit in your Star Wars collection easily. This can fit on a desk. Now, I actually have this guy here on my giant Sega Saturn kiosk. I used to have a Halo Master Chief helmet, this really cheap two-piece mask thing that came from, hey, Rubies. It was a cheap mask, but I kind of kept it for years and was looking for something to replace it. And this thing right here has actually replaced it. So yeah, the detail on this mask is amazing, but it does come with an added feature, and I'll get into actually demonstrating that in a little bit. But this does come with an electronic voice changer, so you can sound like Kylo Ren. Do you really sound authentic to Kylo Ren? Well, that'll be seen, and I'll leave it up to you guys on your opinions of it, as well as sharing mine. But that is another cool feature that I'm not sure if the Rubies mask has, and obviously the half face masks probably don't have either. Now, how does the mask go together? It goes together fairly simple. The mask, when you pull it out of the box, is actually in two separate pieces. You have the front piece here, you have the back piece here, and you pretty much just line up the little grooves in the front of the mask with the back of the mask, and it puts together pretty easily. Now, when you take the mask on and put it on, there is no automated front piece coming off this thing here. It's not like the movie there. You just put it on, you take it off. There's also it might be a little hard to see, but there's also a black support band that you set up in this actual helmet itself. It's very similar to if you're putting on the head support for a construction hat or an army helmet, even the toy army helmets. So there's actually space between the cap sitting on your head and where the support structure is. So that does take a little used to getting in. The instructions don't really say very well how to put that together. And for my particularly sized head, I don't know if I have a huge head or not. I had to put all the straps in this thing all the way. I think the suggested age for this is 12 and up, so they're kind of scaling it for a 12-year-old, but it does fit my adult head pretty well. And I do have to say I've had a couple different people try this mask and they thought it was pretty comfortable for use. So let's go ahead and do a quick cut and let's put this thing on. And here you go, folks. This is what the mask looks like when it's on somebody. So from front to side, and this is comfortable. I can see things pretty easily. I do have to clean the viewfinder here just a little bit, but I am easily able to look from left to right. I can see where I'm going, so I don't have any complaints about that. It does rest a little weird on my nose. I think I would probably have to put some additional padding on there, but other than that, not too bad. The other thing I would suggest when you're wearing this mask is obviously you want to be fairly authentic. You don't want to see any skin. So, you know, you can get some of those shrouds you can put on your head. You could do a turtleneck. And obviously, if you're dressing up, you know, you're going to do all black. You don't want to see any skin. Skin is kind of an enemy. So get yourself a nice pair of leather gloves and then get yourself a crossguard lightsaber and you're well on your way to becoming Kylo Ren, the Jedi Killer. All right, well now let's talk about the final part of the Kylo Ren Black Series helmet, and that is the voice changer functionality. And the batteries kind of go in the front here, and you have two buttons on the helmet, one that actually turns on the voice changing function, and the other one that's supposed to change pitch. Now, turning on the helmet is easy enough, but I really didn't notice much of a change in pitch, maybe a little bit, so we'll play around with it, we'll see. But all you do is, you can see there's two buttons here. There's a button right there, and there's also a button on this side. We hit this, and it's going to turn on the helmet's voice changer. And you can hear a little bit, you can hear some of the modulation because the microphone is picking up my voice right now. And then this right here is actually supposed to be the pitch changer. So I'll put the mask on, I'll say some sentences, and we'll hit the pitch and see how it makes it. You can kind of judge for yourself what you think of the pitch.
Han Solo cannot save you now. It's just us. So as you can see, and we'll see how it sounds on camera, the sound, the volume of this mask isn't particularly loud enough to take over my regular voice, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and change the pitch. Okay, so this is without pressing the button. Button 1 is pressed. Button's pressed again. Button's been pressed again. Button's been pressed again. Button's been pressed again. So I think it's got like 5 different modules you can do. I don't notice a huge difference in it. I think it resets after 5. Again, I don't think the instructions really tell you how many different pitch noises you can do on this thing, but overall still not bad. You can see it's still picking up my voice a little bit here. There's been an awakening. Have you felt it? So not too bad.
You could probably mod this thing, I'm sure, you know, maybe put some lights in it, maybe put a better speaker in there so it takes over the natural portion of your voice, so the speaker is louder than your regular projected voice from your mouth. But that's just a few different options. So let's hit the pitch one more time and we'll wrap this review up.
Pitch 1, pitch 2, pitch 3, pitch 4, pitch 1, pitch 2, pitch 3. And I think this one right here is as close as you're going to get to the actual Kylo Ren sound. And yeah, that's pretty much the review. So I hope you enjoyed this special look at the Hasbro Black Series Kylo Ren helmet.
And hopefully you're able to understand me.